Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Thursday. Today is April 23rd, 2020. I hope you guys are having a great time learning at home and watching these videos. Our first activity this morning is What's My Word? I am going to give you some word clues and I want you to guess the word. And these words will be the concept words that we have been going over all week. So, our first word clue for our first word is this word tells what happens when something goes away quickly. This word tells what happened to something you cannot see anymore. So what do you guys think this word is? Disappear. Disappear. If you thought disappear, you are correct. Our word is disappear, which means to go out of sight. Our second word and our second word clue is this word is what you do with an object in your hand. This is what you do with Dad's hand when you cross the street. So what word is this? Think. If you thought hold, you are correct. Hold, to keep something in your hand. Our next word and word clue. This word is what you take with a camera. This word is what you might put in a frame. Think, what could this word be? If you thought picture, you are correct. A picture is a photograph taken with the camera, and sometimes we put it in a frame to hang on a wall or sit on the table. Next word clue. This word is what you see on the sidewalk after a rainstorm. This word is what forms when you spill water on the floor. So we're thinking, what could this word be? If you thought puddle, you are correct. Our next word clue. This word means something that is not make-believe. This word is something that is alive. So let's think, what could this word be? If you thought real, you are correct. Our last word clue for our last word. This word is what will change about you as you grow. So think about that. What changes about you as you grow? Another word clue is this word means how big or small you are. What's this word? If you thought size, you are correct. So give yourself a hand clap. You guys did a great job guessing those concept words this morning. Awesome. Okay. Next we are going to review last week's poem, My Reflection. I am going to read the poem to you. My reflection. I peek at the water. What do I see? A boy with a banjo who looks just like me. He looks quite familiar. Do you agree? He is a reflection because he is me. When I am jumping, he jumps too. He always copies whatever I do. So this poem is about a reflection This little boy has a banjo and he looks in the water at his reflection and it's looking right back at him. So it is doing everything he is doing. Okay, we will segment some phonemes this morning. That means we're going to separate the sounds of a word. So, the first line reads, I peek at the water. If I wanted to know how many sounds are there in the word peek, I break the word apart. And so I would segment it. There are 3 sounds in peek. P, E, K, peek. There are 3 sounds in peek. Our next word is at. At. So, how many sounds are in at? 2. At. Our next word is me. E. Me. E. Me. So how many sounds do we hear in me? 2. E. Me. Our next word is like. I, k. I, k. So how many sounds do we hear in like? 3. I, k. Like. All right. Our last word is see. E. E. How many sounds do we hear in C? E. 2. We hear 2 sounds in the word see. Okay, now we are going to listen for initial consonant sounds. I am going to point to a letter in the poem and I want you to name the letter. Okay, I'm going to move the camera closer so you can see better. All right, I am pointing to this letter. And what is that letter? M. That is the letter M. That is the letter M. And what sound does the letter M make? The letter M makes the sound. All right. Our next word is me. Our next word is me. So we're listening for we're doing the initial sound, and that is the sound that comes at the beginning. So that will be our first letter. And me starts with the letter M, just as our first word did, my. So M makes the sound. Our next word is C. C. C begins with the letter S, so that is the initial consonant sound. And S, what sound does S make? S. S. Copies. Our next word is copies. Copies begins with the letter C. Copies. What sound does the C make? Copies. Copies. Our final word is two. 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 This is our final word, two. Two begins with the letter T. What sound does T make? T makes the sound. T, t, t. So we had 4 different initial consonant sounds. We had M, which is the sound. We had C, which begins with the S, which was the S sound. We have copies, which begin with the letter C, and we have the k sound. Then we had the word two, that begins with the letter T, and we had the t sound. Thank you guys so much for listening in this morning. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Bye. See you tomorrow.